You know, it seems to me like when I was a kid, everybody read the Bible.
I know we did it in my house, too. The neighbors would kind of gang up and they'd sit around and read the Bible for a while. Then later on, I'd take an old pole axe and kind of use the flat side of it and break up a whole sack full of ice, make some homemade ice cream and cake. Then we'd all start singing.
You know, Shug, and I'll bet one of the songs that they used to sing sounded a little bit like this one here.
Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it while I hit show dobbin to the shed. Through the fields of clover we'll drive up to Dover on our golden wedding day.
On the old farmhouse veranda, there sat Silas and Miranda, thinking of the days gone by. Said he, dearie, don't be weary, you were always bright and cheery, but a tear, dear, dims your eye. Said she, they're tears of gladness, Silas, they're not tears of sadness. It's 50 years today since we were wed. Then the old man's dim eyes brightened, and his stern old heart it lightened, as he turned to her and said,
put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it while I hit old Dobbin to the shed. Through the fields of clover we'll drive up to Dover on our golden wedding day.
Was in the same old bonnet with the same blue ribbons on it, in the old shade by his side, that he drove her up to Dover through the same old fields of clover to become his happy bride. The birds were sweetly singing and the same church bells were ringing as they passed the quaint old church where they were wed. And the night when stars were gleaming, the old couple lay a-dreaming, dreaming of the words he said.
Put on your old gray bonnet with the blue ribbons on it while I hit old Dobbin to the shed. Through the fields of clover we'll drive up to Dover on our golden wedding day.
Brand new tune of mine. In fact, today will be the very first time it has ever been done on the radio.
Gee, I do feel honored. But tell me one thing, Stan. Somewhere along the line, did you have a little owl for a friend?
I sure did. The little fella used to sit outside my window at night and almost sing me to sleep with his hoo, hoo, hoo. Just a little shaver then, but, well, I never forgotten it.
Gosh, I love birds and animals, too. And Stan, I just love that one little line in your song when the little owl says, I've tried to talk to the clock in the steeple, but he's far too sleepy, just talks to people.
Well, Betty, why don't we just up and sing the whole song?
Well, I'd like that, Lloyd.
Well, let's just do it then.
All right.
The hours are flying, you'll hear them all sighing through the trees and the curtains as they hurry on home. With my feet on the limb and my eyes sad and lonely, I ask who will talk to me, who will answer me, who knows why I say who knows the reason why, who can tell me why, I talk to the Sandman, but he's awfully busy. His sack's almost empty, and he's in a tizzy.
He wants to get home and go to bed.
I'm alone with my who.
I've tried to talk to the clock in the steeple.
But he's far too sleepy and he just talks to people. Who knows the reason why? Who can tell me why? With your head on my pillow, while dreams round you billow, and shadows are yawning upon your wall.
You're all lost in slumber, while I sit and wonder who.
Who knows the reason why I sing this lullaby?
And thank you, Betty. I sure enjoyed that.
Well, I did too, Lloyd.
Hey, Lloyd, old knucklehead here. Lloyd, old pal.
Oh, what do you want, Shug?
I bet I've had a million requests for me to sing a song by me to sing.
Is that right?
Well,
I'll bet I've had a million requests not to let you, too. But
I'll bet you ain't either. Hey, how about me singing one, Lloyd, and y'all joining in with me and kind of helping me out?
you want to sing a pretty song?
Oh, yeah. I want y'all to help me, in the background, that pretty harmony that you sing.
Oh, all right. Shug would be just real glad to. You want us to start out or do you start? Now,
oh, yeah, and sing it real pretty. This is Rex Island's favorite. Sing it real pretty now. That sounds pretty good, boy.
This is getting too old. He done got too old. He's too old to the mustard anymore.
That ain't the one, Lloyd.
Too old. He done got too old. He's too old to the mustard anymore.
When I was young, I had lots of pep. I could get around, didn't need no help. But since I'm old and getting gray, the people all look at me and say,
He's a-getting too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Don't corn it up,
He's
fellas.
too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Now cut that out. Frank. You can quit too, Frankie. That's Bonnet. You're just kind of making this as corny as you can. I'll slap you. That's Bonnet. Why, you could jump just like a deer, but now I need a new landing gear. You could jump the picket fence, but now I'm lucky for jumping in.
He's a-getting too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Think you're smart.
Too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Take one, kid. B flat cold. Now that's enough of that. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. Just burn it anyhow. Carl, you take one. Now you're sawing wood, boy. That's right. Yeah. Boy, that sounds good. I'm telling you. Now let's keep this last one classical. Classical, yes. Whoa! When I was young, I had an automobile, and I'd scoot myself right under that wheel, and I had to fight the gals off with a stick. But now they say, oh, he makes me sick.
He's a-getting too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Now quit singing, it's the corny.
Too old. He done got too old. He's too old to cut the mustard anymore.
Stop it. Cut it out, Betty. That ain't the right ending. That burn it in. You're just making it as corny as you can. Hit me a chord and I'll end it myself. I'm going to get on you like ugly on an ape in a minute. That's better. Too old to cut the mustard anymore.
I hear the echoes from the hills and their sweet lily bell, my little hillbilly gal, calling in the echoes from the hills. When I left my pappy said, now don't do nothing wrong, I recall my mammy saying, sonny, don't be long. So I know that someday I'll be wending my way back among the echoes from the hills. When I left my pappy said, now don't do nothing wrong, I recall my mammy saying, sonny, don't be long. So I know that someday I'll be wending my way back among the echoes from the hills.
It's a Bob Nolan composition entitled Love Song of a Waterfall.
I hear through virgin timber tall the love song of the waterfall. And there it mingles through the trees, a love song born upon the breeze. Plunging over rugged rocks, hear the water sigh. Come to me where you are, dear one. Here am I, for this is heaven's mating hall. The love song of the
A Room Full of Roses. Ken Curtis is singing it just for you.
Darling, if I sent a rose to you for every time you made me blue, you'd have a room full of roses. And if I sent a rose of white for every time I've cried all night, you'd have a room full of roses. If you took the petals and you tore them all apart, you'd be tearing at the roses the way you tore my heart. If someday you're feeling
And you could send some roses too. I don't want a room full of roses. No, I just want my arms full of you. If you took the petals and you tore them all apart, you'd be tearing at the roses the way you tore my heart. If someday you're feeling blue and you could send some roses too, I don't want a room full of roses. No, I just want my arms